Very good evening and welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Ashingsani Veerasinghe. Let's have a look at the headlines for today. Department of Census and Statistics says that year-on-year inflation of food group increased to 6.8% during the month ended yesterday. The Ministry of Finance says that MCC agreement was passed by the EG's department and will be presented in Parliament once it is signed. News in detail. The year-on-year inflation as measured by the Colombo Consumer Price Index is 5.4% in October 2019 and inflation calculated for September 2019 was 5%. Department of Census and Statistics issuing its latest data yesterday said that year-on-year inflation of food group has increased from 3% in September 2019 to 6.8% in October 2019. The CCPI for all items for the month of October 2019 was 131.3 and it records an increase of 0.2 index points, that is 0.19 percentage points compared to the month of September 2019 for which the index was 131.1. Contributions to the change in CCPI from September 2019 to October 2019 was seen an increase in the index point by 0.19% due to the expenditure value increase of food items by minus 0.45% and decrease of non-food items by 0.26% respectively. The year-on-year inflation as measured by CCPI is 5.4% in October 2019 and inflation calculated for September 2019 was 5%. Year-on-year inflation of food group has increased from 3% in September 2019 to 6.8% in October 2019, while that of non-food group has decreased from 5.7% in September 2019 to 4.8% in October 2019. The moving average inflation rate for the month of October 2019 was 4% and the corresponding rate for the month of September 2019 was 3.9%. The CCPI is compiled to indicate average changes in the prices of goods and services purchased by households in urban areas of Colombo district. Prices for items in the Colombo Consumer Price Index are collected from 14 selected centres located in Colombo, namely Peta, Maradana, Vallavatta, Dematagoda, Grand Pass, Boralla, Kirulapana, Dehiwala, Mount Lavinia, Kotte, Nugegoda, Kolonnava, Ratmalana and Narayanpeta and Ratmalana dedicated economic centres. Prices are collected weekly from the outlets located within each of the above market areas including Lak Satusa and a supermarket. The consumer basket includes 392 items which represent the typical urban household consumption expenditure. Now we are moving into our special program, The Next Press, to know the latest developments in the political arena. The agreement to form the Democratic National Front Alliance was signed in Colombo this morning. A total of 28 political parties and 30 civil groups signed the agreement to form the alliance supporting the NDF candidate Sajith Premadasa. The political parties led by the United National Party came to agreement to unify under the new coalition named Democratic National Front and the accord was signed ceremoniously at a leading hotel in Colombo this morning. The notable figure at the event was former President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga, who attended the event representing a civil organisation dubbed as Api Sri Lanka. Former SLFP MP Ruwan Ranatunga signed the agreement on behalf of the Api Sri Lanka movement with the DNF. Sri Lanka Muslim Congress, Democratic National Movement, Jatika Hela Urumaya, National Unity Front and the Navasama Samaja Party and several other parties and civil organisations became the parties to the Democratic National Front. United National Front member and Minister Dr. Rajitha Senaratne signed the agreement on behalf of the DNF. Former Defence Secretary and Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna presidential candidate Gotabaya Rajapaksa says that as soon as the country was saved from the brutal LTTE terrorism, the government led by then President Mahinda Rajapaksa implemented a lot of mega infrastructure development projects, especially in the north and east. Addressing a forum organized by National Muslim Collective under the theme of the Turning Point in Colombo yesterday, Rajapaksa also reminded the workload just after the war.
Achievements that we had after the post-war achievements, we were able to rehabilitate nearly 13,000 LTT cadres who surrendered to the military. Within 2.5 years, we were able to resettle 300,000 displaced persons from the north. And we had to develop the north and east both highways, 2 new railway tracks from Madavachia to Mena, and from Vaunia to KKs, electricity to all, drinking water projects, and reconstruction of most of the irrigation canals and tanks. We had done so much of development in that area.
Former Army Commander General Mahesh Sena Nayaka, who is also running in the presidential race representing the National People's Movement, says that don't be fooled by the posts in the social media, as most of those have been fabricated for undue advantages. He made these remarks answering to a journalist over some allegations against another presidential candidate over the 21st April attacks.
Did you responsibly say that Gotabaya Rajapaksa was responsible for the Easter Sunday attacks? And if you said that, where is the evidence? And without the evidence, if you said it, it's deplorable. You don't deserve to run for any kind of office if you said it.
I have never said, whether it is to Mr. Dayan Jaitilak or anybody else, that Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa is responsible for the Easter Sunday attack. Those posts, what you see and appear in the social media is not always correct. Many are manipulated or fabricated in a way that they criticize or they create situations to take advantage over somebody on a situation of this nature. So I deny categorically that I never said that to Mr. Dayan Jaitilak.
We will be back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. The Ministry of Finance yesterday announced that the Millennium Challenge Cooperation Agreement, which has been drafted with the consent of the Attorney General, will be presented in and enacted by the Parliament once it is signed. The Cabinet of Ministers Tuesday approved the signing of the Millennium Challenge Cooperation Agreement, which assured an amount $480 million. However, a massive debate has been created over the issue since it was revealed that the government is going to sign such an agreement. Accordingly, opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa yesterday in a statement to the media urged the government not to sign the said agreement just 2 weeks before the presidential election. Meanwhile, parliamentarians Venerable Athuraliya Ratanathera, Vimal Weerawansa and Udaya Gammampila met President Maithripala Sirisena to discuss over the matter. Speaking to the media, the trio mentioned that the president had not been informed the matter by any party. They also said that President Sirisena also contacted Finance Minister Mangal Samaravira and directed not to go for such a move at this juncture. However, the Ministry of Finance issuing a communique yesterday said that the Compact Agreement and the Program Implementation Agreement will be published in the Government Gazette before being submitted to the Parliament. The Finance Ministry statement said that on the request of the Government of Sri Lanka, the MCC undertook a constraints to economic growth analysis in year 2016, adding that the MCC and the Sri Lankan government subsequently decided to focus on the land and transport sectors, which were identified as binding constraints to growth. It also added that the MCC will finance the projects such as congestion in the Colombo metropolitan region, poor transport connectivity between provinces, and weakness in land administration constrain economic growth. According to the release, the final negotiations on the compact were conducted in October 2018 between the MCC and the Attorney General is in the opinion that agreements are in order and there exists no legal impediment to execute same. Meanwhile, the US Embassy in Sri Lanka in a statement said that the Parliament will have ample opportunity to review the MCC Grant Assistance Agreement once it is signed. It also said that during that review period, the government will develop plans to implement the Grant Assistance Agreement and design projects to improve transportation and land administration. The statement further added that parliamentary review and approval are required by MCC to ensure the Grant Assistance Agreement has the support of the government and the people. Mega Police and Western Development Minister Patli Champika Ranawaka says that the Colombo International Financial City, which is an integral part of the government's development plans, is smoothly progressing and the place will be a hub for a number of products and services. Minister Ranawaka made these remarks today addressing the media to brief about the latest developments of the Port City project.
The physical infrastructure will be built. We will give this lot of lands to the China Harbour people to put up these three financial city buildings. Later on, we will pass a new legislation to facilitate, the tax concessions and other things will be included so that the interested parties can park their money here. And also, we hope in the time to come when we can start our upstream development of our oil and gas there in Mana Basin, we can put up a kind of a oil exchange as well, like in Dubai. And lot of things. For example, gem and jewelry. Now it is Hong Kong and Thailand. We can put up a gem and jewelry hub, proper hub, with the help. I know all these things from East Africa right now. So it's close to Port City rather than Hong Kong, the East African countries, so that they can sell their gems here. And this could be a tea hub, this could be a gem and jewelry hub, can be a oil and gas hub. A lot of things can be done.
Sri Lanka Air Force Peradeniya launched its second wave of seed bombing inside the forests of Lahugala in Ampara area this week. The seeds were dropped from a Sri Lanka Air Force Mi-17 helicopter which departed from Air Force Station Ampara. Sri Lanka Air Force along with MAS Holdings, the Sri Lanka Forest Department and the University of Peradeniya launched the second wave of seed bombing inside the forests of Luhugala in Ampara area this week. The Command Agro Unit has organized the mission to achieve the aim of increasing Sri Lanka's forest cover in order to achieve the sustainable development goals of the country by increasing the green cover from the present 27% to 32% by the year 2030. The first operation of dropping seed bombs was conducted at Ranurawa Government Forest in a 5-acre land area and approximately 5,000 seed bombs. Those seed bombs were made out of the 3 seed varieties Karanda, Mi and Kumbuk. They were dropped from a specially modified SLAF Mi-17 helicopter. The first mission of the second wave launched Monday evening and dropped 30,000 seed bombs over a 60-acre area inside the forest of Luhugala in Ampara. The second mission was carried out on Tuesday where another 37,000 seed bombs were dropped. The seeds were dropped from an SLAF Mi-17 helicopter which departed from SLAF Station Ampara. The imported new S-14 Chinese power set named Denwara Manike commenced its inaugural journey, adding another luxury addition to the upcountry railway service. The train will be deployed between Badulla and Colombo Fort every other day. The Railway's Deputy Commercial Superintendent WDR Padmalal said the Denwara Manike luxury train consists of 2 air-conditioned compartments, 2 second-class compartments and 3 third-class compartments including a buffet car. He also said new train left from Colombo Fort this morning and reached Badulla at 3:27 p.m. And the same train will leave from Badulla at 7:20 a.m. tomorrow morning to reach Colombo Fort by 4:03 p.m. The train can transport a total of 250 commuters including 88 in AC compartments, 96 in second-class compartments and 266 in third-class compartments. The train fares for Badulla from Colombo Fort on AC compartments is 1,700 rupees and fare for the second class is 1,000 rupees. A seat from the third-class compartments has been priced as 700 rupees. The new train will also carry a black box similar to those in aircraft. It was bought for 1,845 million rupees from the China Railway Rolling Stock Corporation. Commuters can make pre-ticket bookings via main train stations including Colombo Fort and with the use of mobile seat booking applications. The train will also cater to the destinations of Polgahavela, Rambukkana, Peradeniya, Kandy, Gampola, Navalapitiya, Hatton, Talavakale, Nanuoya, Ambevela, Pattipola, Haputale, Diyatalava, Bandaravela, Alla, Demodara and Badulla. We will be bringing the stock updates after this short break. Welcome back after the break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today, reaching a near 10-month high. The all-share price index gained 41.84 points to close at 6,032.08 and the S&P SL 20 gained 10.23 points to close at 2,990.34. Market turnover was 1.79 billion rupees and 100 stocks gained while 54 fell. Up next are forex rates. That's all the news for today. Join us tomorrow with BIS Roundup. Until then, take care. Good night.